last year.
It is, yeah.
This is my first Outbreak.
Yeah. No, it's my, I think my 10th.
This is my first Outbreak.
My third. This is my first.
Yeah, it's my first time.
It is mine.
His first one, my second one.
No, second.
No, this is my second. This is my second.
No, second.
Yes.
It is.
I've never been to a hardcore show.
I think first one I went to was in 2012.
My first was in 2016, I believe.
2012.
Last year.
The first one was last year.
It was last year. Like, I wasn't really listening to like heavy music for a long time because like didn't have anyone to relate to, and then next thing you know, like Outbreak just awakened that shit.
Mainly Death Grips. Mainly Death Grips. When I saw Machine Gun on the lineup as well, and they just got me so hyped.
I've been listening to some of the other stuff like that I wasn't really aware of. It just goes. Yeah,
listen to them,
listen to them, that went fucking sick.
Like Bane was one of the bands that I've always wanted to see, so honestly I would have paid the whole ticket amount just to see them probably.
Also Death Grips, but from Baltimore originally, and we have a nice hardcore scene there, and so it's kind of a nice way to be homesick somewhere else. Death Grips, to be honest.
Because it was so good last year.
Good vibes, good food, good drink.
Just good.
Just fun, yeah.
The lineup is literally mind me the taste. You know, you got Code Orange, you got Jesus Beast, you had Pain and Tube yesterday. Just insane.
I saw the lineup announced. It's the first time I've ever seen something and instantly bought tickets for it. Like Death Grips, Loathe and Show Me the Body, who are on tomorrow. It's like, oh, these are all my favourite bands in one place. I may as well go.
Really excited for like Soul Glow, Code Orange.
L Sweatshirt. You don't see him in the UK much, do you?
Horseback plays. We played this year maybe, yeah, but would have been here anyway. I can't lie, I did come here for L Sweatshirt, my favourite artist ever. And then a nice introduction into like new hardcore artists. I really love the opportunity to like just come see.
The lineup's fucking killer every time, man.
I love Code Orange. I heard about it last year. I was really jealous not going, so this year I couldn't miss out.
It's not just the atmosphere. Everyone's here for the same reason. Like, it's just the chaos, but it's like controlled chaos. Like running on stage, just can't beat it.
Let's say the environment and being friends, I'd say, and Bane.
I went to a festival called Moshpit Open in Sweden, where we're from. I'd only heard like Bring Me the Horizon, and they're kind of like metal band. I stood in the front because I didn't know what to expect. The second they started, they just grabbed my face and screamed right into it, and I was like, this is fucking badass.
Stick to Your Guns Diamond album.
But that's like my daughter. I was kind of more into heavy metal type stuff. And that's my daughter's more into hardcore. It's kind of bit more hardcore than heavy metal.
Key band was Enter Shikari. I think like System of a Down and so on.
I was really into Idols, and they're nowhere near hardcore, but like that punky kind of thing got me into that scene.
I kind of got into like last year with like Knock Loose and bands like that.
Getting into Show Me the Body a while ago.
Like Show Me the Body we saw in Bristol a while ago. Like, listening just online or whatever didn't draw me in, but as soon as I was there, I kind of saw the atmosphere. I started to understand it a little bit better.
I was fortunate because I had like an older brother. I got more into it than he did, and I got into like records and that sort of stuff, like subculture. Met my best mate through hardcore. Just been that since. It's been like consistent in my life. I've been in the scene all the time, and I like to see it getting bigger, and so I wanted to be a part again.
I think I was 15 because I'm 32 now. It was Minor Threat, definitely hardcore.
Metalcore first, and then I went to Krozok in Belgium, and they had a playlist and they had a song from Incendiary, and I was like, okay, this is my favorite band now, and I've been into hardcore ever since.
Late 2016 to early 2018, I was going to maybe like 3-4 gigs a week. I've listened to so much that like it's just a blur.
Yeah, it'd be Not Loose. So I was like, really like a metalcore kid, so like Bring Me the Horizon and stuff like that, and then Not Loose kind of like bridged the gap between like metalcore and hardcore.
But I don't know what people are mad about. Like, it's perfect, man. Like, it's best of both worlds. Like, I just feel like if you're like open-minded about music, it's like a lot more enjoyable.
Well, to be honest, I think they kind of come hand in hand.
Yeah, I haven't really listened to much of their stuff, so I think it'll be quite interesting.
I think it's cool. Both these scenes have like a lot of overlap in terms of like culture. It's more about like the community, I think, that sort of links them together.
Hardcore music, heavy music fits with rap. The vibe is there. Death Grips and Code Orange on the same day. So what should happen? Hardcore has been influenced by hip hop for years. It's the sickest thing.
You've got to look at it as like a double-edged sword. The arseholes are going to talk about it most, but that also means there's less arseholes here.
And I think it's sick, like knowing where Outbreak's come from and how like it was probably always destined to become a mixed bill lineup of this size and only to grow as well.
It sounds so corny, but because rap is a bit rebellious as well, like some almost like they both like rebel against the status quo. I think there's a nice mix between the two. It's almost like two sides of the same like coin coming together to say fuck you to like everyone else. It's really, I don't know.
Variety is spice of life. I think it's cool seeing different shit. Like, I'm not a massive fan of people who do quite gatekeeper. If you like hardcore, you can like hardcore. I think that's like whack as fuck. You'll have people who come in to see maybe headline acts that aren't into like metal and hardcore, but then watch those like bands and artists and that sort of stuff and like, this is sick, and then get into them that way. So I think that's cool.
I think it's obvious when you see bands like Speed and like Jesus Piece. I think you can hear the hip hop influence in the down tempo of it. It makes sense that they're together.
There is a notion of like people in hardcore or like the older people in like punk and stuff. I'm not trying to like throw shade, but like maybe just a bit stubborn to change. I got into hardcore via Trash Talk. So Trash Talk with the likes of Odd Future. Flash forward to like however many years later, it's good to see that this could all happen. So I think it's sick.
Last year, one of my favourite acts was Injury Reserve. Yeah, I just love the like inclusion of like hip hop, because hip hop and hardcore really go hand in hand. Obviously, there's like experimental bands this year as well, like Machine Gun. I'm very excited to see. I think it's sick.
Inclusivity, right? Like having all different types of genres and just getting people together in one space. You know, it's all good.
I mean, I've seen a lot of people moan about it on social media, but I don't get it, man. Like, there's still hardcore punk bands. Just come see them.
To me, hardcore is definitely the purest and rawest form of music out there. It is so transparent with what it's trying to give and how people express themselves. You don't see it anywhere else. That hardcore show is where to be.
Watch around, be yourself. I think it's empowering to see people stick together and don't care about gender and so on. Music connecting.
Today I've been thinking, watching people jumping off the stage, there's a degree of acceptance that I don't know that you see in other genres, in that like the variety of people, you know, you don't necessarily see elsewhere.
Unity. Everyone's friendly as fuck. Like, I love it. Everyone can just talk to each other. You just come up to one person, then they compliment your shirt, and they're like, you know, just the conversation happens. If you know, everyone's friendly. No one's a dick about it. If you know what I
The
mean.
inclusiveness of it. 'Cause there's no set standard to be a part of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't feel like you have to fit into a specific niche. Everyone's kind of expressing themselves in their own way.
Hardcore is love. If I was to say one word, the amount of love that you see in the room, people picking each other up, people just talking, you know, random people just meeting. That's what it is. Hardcore music is love. That's all.
Breaking down like the barrier between the people and like the music. I think this is the only genre scene for me where you're able to like get up there, fucking wild out with the people who made the music, and like the people that they'll come hang out before after show. You can just chat to people. Like that lack of barrier between you and the music is the main thing to me.
It's pure, visceral output, I'd say. It's like whether it's punk, whether it's just pure hardcore, anyone taking their expression, whether it's a musician or a listener, and just letting all the anger, all the emotion that they have out. It's a chance for you to express yourself comfortably. There's no arrogance to it, although you'd assume there is because everyone's fighting each other basically. It's such a nice environment and everyone's lovely, and it's just an outlet for people. And it's a beautiful thing.
For me, it's always been the counter culture. It's always been a form of protest. I get involved in a lot of different kinds of protests. Like, I work for LGBT Foundation here in Manchester, so I'm constantly involved in protest. Like, I still need to get my fill of protest, and hardcore punk just does that for me.
Being an outlet and kind of expressing yourself through what you're listening to, feeling a certain way, slap on a bit of hardcore, feel yourself through the music, you know.
I think it's just like a big massive family. I think like most people look out for each other. I think everybody can just be the same.
Like, going to a hardcore show is really like cathartic. It's like therapy, to be honest.
Yeah.
You come out and you're like, I feel good now.
Warm and fuzzy.
If you fall down, someone picks you up.
It's a way of life. It's just,
yeah, it's just fun.
A religion.
I think it's the fact that you can be yourself. They don't care really. You can just do whatever you want. You're just accepted, and that's it really.
Lash out. It's a place to lash out, and it's acceptable.
Very welcoming, you know, like
you lash out, you mosh, you get like decked, and then someone picks you up anyway. It just feels wholesome and raw, you know?
I don't want to give like it's a mentality, man, but like it's the importance of your friends. It's an opportunity for me to do publicly unacceptable things with my best friends. So yeah.
It's just, you know, people just feeling music in its purest form. With like rap, I love it so much. Sometimes you have to like hip hop, and you can get into it depending on the artist. With like hardcore and the beat downs, it's just interesting. It's just like seeing people just like instinctively move, but like not in like I want to hurt and kill someone. Just like this is me laying out whatever I've got going on. It's beautiful. It's nice.
Tolerance, I guess, more than anything. That's kind of the message I seem to get from it. And the people around me, I don't feel judged, and I like that a lot. It's nice. It's nice that I can show up in like the goofiest, stupidest shit. People won't be like horrible to me. It's nice, isn't it? That's life.